Please note this podcast contains language, sexuality, adult content, and spoilers. Lots and lots of spoilers.
All right, everybody good? Cool beans. Hey, nerds! Welcome to You've Probably Never Heard of It, or Tales of a Fandom Reject, the podcast where I talk about TV series and miniseries of bygone eras that you've probably never heard of. And if you have, you win the prize for the day. It is your very overdue Christmas present. It's been sitting in a bag in my bed because the holidays were hard this year, and you're welcome. Woo. I'm Cate Seeley, actor, seamstress, all-around nerd, and I grew up in a video rental store back when those were a thing. I am joined on this rocky roller coaster of a podcast by these two agents of absolute chaos, Erin Ouellette, our combat expert.
Sup?
And Kyra Fitzgerald, our researcher.
Hello.
Welcome, Erin, Kyra, and listeners to my favorite episode. This episode has everything. Penis worms, shitty exes, nonsense fight sequences, and some really lovely dialogue about what remains of a people when they know nothing but war and have been defending their race for as long as they've been in existence.
No big feelings in this one. None at all.
So we knew we were going to go into this with some big feelings, and we're going to talk about it because, you know, not everybody has heard the other recording. So it's been a little while since we've been sitting here podcasting together. And in the time that it has been, we have been through the 2024 election. And it's not going great, y'all. We are currently in February of 2025, and we're going to see what happens in the world. It's going to be really interesting to revisit this in a few months.
Interesting is a word choice.
If you're hearing this, we might still be a country.
We could still be a country.
Wouldn't that be
cool,
nice?
Right?
Yeah. I want to commend us all on embarking on this journey, in late stage capitalism and the downfall of America. Great time to start a podcast, but we're here for it.
Honestly, part of the reason why I really have been like, no, we got to get back to it. We got to finish Josh Kirby is just, this is fun. Like, contrary to the big feelings that happen in this episode, this is just a lot of fun, and we gotta chase that joy. We're not hiding in the silly and the entertainment of it. We just know that we need to have something fun and silly for the times that we need to come down from the fighting. So, oh boy, does it all feel like parallels.
Yeah.
So true.
And depending on when you're hearing this, if you're hearing this in, a time frame around that is contemporary to when we're recording, or, just if it still feels relevant to you whenever, please do know that the fighting that is happening, if you're listening to us, chances are good you're in the shit, and
you're one of the weirdos with us.
Yeah, and you're not alone, and we are maybe just voices in a set of earbuds or something, but a lot of us weirdos are fucking cockroaches, right? And I mean that in the best way possible.
Hell yeah.
We've always been here. We always will be here. And we're here with you. And please know that we are not, in fact, doomers over here. We are not giving up hope or giving up fight.
Oh,
and there is plenty that happens off of mic.
Yep.
And we are not making any kind of excuse to bury heads. But, you know, hey, revolution, what's that thing about, like, any revolution that can't have dance, the Emma Goldman quote about, like, I don't want to be part of any revolution that doesn't include dancing, something like that.
Yeah.
So
we need to find joy in the places that we can find it.
Yeah.
And that's why we're here.
And we can conceptualize better futures, you know, our creative friends. If you can't dole out the fights, you can also dole out the hopes. Mm-hmm. And that's really important because you can't just fight something that's bad. You got to work towards something that's good. Yeah. So for this, you know, silly ass little podcast, whatever, just take a breath. Take a breath with us. That's what we're doing, is we're taking a breath. We are taking a breath and then looking back where our eyes need to be.
Yep.
So just putting that out there for whoever needs to hear it.
Take care of yourselves and take breaks whenever you need them, because it's really hard.
Take a break here and watch some Josh Kirby, or just listen to us talk about it.
To us.
Because it's nonsense and it's a good time and you don't have to think too hard about it.
Yep, this is a breath.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's begin. We begin where we left off. Josh, Azabeth, Erwin, and Prism are in danger, of course. They are headed right for a train, I guess, with Zoetrope hot on their trail, and Josh decides he knows best and just punches the steering. Because based on his Nintendo, that's how you fix it. Is that how you guys fixed your Nintendos?
I got my Super Nintendo when I was like 3 or 4 years old, so I did not put hands on anything other than the controller for many years.
Oh, that's fair. I always just blew on the cartridge. Like, I never beat the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was less inclined to beat up on it because I knew that if I broke it, like being the youngest of multiple kids and stuff, like I would have caught no end of shit if I ruined everybody's Nintendo. But I will say, when we broke our the gun for Duck Hunt, the gray and orange, we broke the barrel on it, and so it was a little hard to aim. So my version of dealing with the brokenness was to literally just put the broken end of the barrel against the screen of the TV. Because also, bear in mind, kids, this was when screens were hard.
Yes.
So, you know, the it would just glass TV screen. So I would just put that sucker right against, and then when that dog started laughing at me, just right against the screen.
Yeah.
So
Duck
yeah,
Hunt.
maybe I guess I do have a similar just kind of beat it attitude just with the dog.
Beat it up. Just,
Oh no, that sounds
no.
bad.
Not like
Oh
that.
no,
Close
Andy,
your
don't
ears.
listen.
We
I'm
have our
talking
dog
about
with
an
us.
animated dog. It's a heinous, mean animated dog. I would never do that to real dogs. I love dogs so much. Oh God, Andy, don't look at me like that. Jesus.
She kind of looks like the dog from Duck Hunt too.
Shut up, Kate. No. Oh, she does.
We have our sweet little pup with us, and she is 85 pounds of curled up in a corner snoozing. That's all she cares about.
She just full Sarah McLachlan-ized at me.
Yeah, she did.
She just looked up at me, and Arms of the Angel started playing, and her eyes started weeping.
She's good at that.
I'm
She
kidding.
is.
I was. Oh boy.
It was
I'm
a
gonna
joke,
get canceled.
baby.
I'm gonna get canceled. Andy,
Andy's
don't
gonna
cancel me.
you, yeah.
She's gonna dox me.
Oh.
Oh,
Don't swat us though. That's our house.
that's right.
Yeah, you live there too.
She's like, I am not inviting anyone to our house.
That's
I promise you
true.
that.
Facts.
She actively tries to prevent people from entering the house.
Correct.
She says, "That's my mother. You can't have her."
You leave my weird mom alone. All right. So the time pod veers and Zoetrope is hit by the train and catapulted out of the time stream to a barren planet. Who the fuck was on that train?
Yes. Oh my God. That was literally the question I was just gonna ask.
I am
No.
haunted by
Okay,
this.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Oh,
Are you
is it
ready?
a freight train?
Yes.
Who was on the train?
Yeah.
That is the mystery train from the Halloween episode of Sabrina.
Oh boy.
That's what it is. It's the
Oh
Other
my
Realm
God.
Express.
I feel like we talked about this in the last episode because we saw the
can't
train
stop.
in the last one.
I can't. It's such a great episode.
Because I was wondering if you knew who was supposed to. I think it's just all the zoetropes from the future and the past that are not like Irwin or zoetrope in front of our
They
eyes.
just store them on a train and just drive them around to keep them
Yeah,
occupied.
they have like a windshield wiper for their doppelgangers. They're just like, we're gonna hit these guys all the time.
I
Yikes.
just keep imagining these people on this train just like dope-de-doing through their time stream. They have no idea that Zoetrope and Irwin are trying to like destroy it. Nobody's sending out these public service announcements to these poor people on a train.
Like, is this just like a commuter rail? Is this
Right?
just are there like time stream traveling college students just
Right?
trying to, log into their school email on their phone or
And
whatever?
now they're complicit in killing a dude. Like what? Well, he didn't die, so it's fine.
Spoilers.
Yeah, oh my
We're
God,
not
I can't.
there yet.
So they celebrate, but Azabeth has some reservations.
This is the weirdest celebration.
Irwin celebrates Zoetrope's death, but no one is into it.
And admittedly, Josh celebrates it first too, and then he goes like full recovering alcoholic.
Yeah, like hey,
And
man.
it's
Once-
just like,
once
don't
he's
how
shut
dare
down.
you laugh at that, Irwin? Like just full turns on the old man, and it's just like, can you get this guy laughing at death over here?
Yeah, that's really messed up, isn't it, hot girl?
Yeah, for real.
I
Wink
think
wonk.
it's really wink wonk.
What?
That was the greatest thing you've ever said. Wink wonk.
Ever heard that?
No,
Oh, well, welcome to Wink Wonk.
I love it. It makes sense to me. I knew it as soon as it came out of your mouth. I'm on board.
I think I broke Erin. Erin, stay with us.
Oh, I love that. That's so
Wink wonk.
great. I mean, if we
It's
ever
almost like Wheat Woo.
Wait, woo.
if we ever get to the point of having merch,
Right? Wink wonk.
Christ. Okay.
I think it's just notable. Irwin says to Azabeth, surely there's a code of Kang about this, about like defeating an enemy or a fallen soldier or something. There's no code of Kang for a fallen soldier or any sort of victory.
The codes of Kang are fucked up, apparently.
Like that, I just think it's really telling.
I thought doesn't she say something about like a code about honoring soldiers who die on either side?
It's not a code. It's just something that she
like a
says.
philosophy of hers.
Yeah.
Yeah, she basically is like, well, anyone who would fight for their cause should be honored, and
There
ooh,
are
hard
literal Nazis
disagree.
out there. Let's not honor
Yeah,
them.
hard disagree. Like that is a very 90s sentiment.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pro-war.
But I mean, good people on both sides,
Good
right?
people on both sides, and like I also think that there's like an element of like the revolutionary, even if their methods are unorthodox or what, like that whole sentiment of like, yeah, but they're a revolutionary kind of idea. I think
I can see the idea of like anyone who would be willing to lay down their life because they believe so hard in something, like as a fellow person who is willing to do that,
right,
being like, I salute you just in the willingness to go to that length
in your dedication. Yeah,
but it's like like I'm maybe on board with like, maybe don't just like point and laugh at the dead.
sure.
I mean,
There are
there's
some dead that
exceptions.
I am gonna point and laugh at.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
But I see like respecting the sort of soldier grind.
Right.
I see that, but also like We don't need monuments to people who fought for bad shit.
Yeah.
You know, that's you being willing to lay down your life for something really, really stupid and shitty. Oh, doesn't stop it being stupid and shitty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any hoozlebees.
Josh tries to get Azabeth to lighten up by calling her Beth.
Doesn't take a genius to know that wasn't a great call.
Yeah, I love how, like, his methods with her are to, like, continually try to dress her down like she's younger or inferior to him.
Like, he's 14. He's negging her. It's like, he's doing dumb boy shit.
Yeah,
like, it's not cool, but
if
it's
a boy
like,
hits
you're
you, that
a
means
child.
he likes you.
Yeah, yeah. Like, you're a child. You're an absolute... This episode in particular, which is so funny that, like, I know that as a kid, I did not conceptualize Josh as a child. He looked so grown up to me that, like, now I watch it and I'm like, this is the episode that is so clear about how much of a child you are.
Yeah, and it's the one that leans the hardest so
into
far
the romance.
into like a 25-year-old being into a 14-year-old.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Josh absolutely insinuates in this scene that Azabeth has a crush on him, like totally calls her out on it. It is not as endearing as when I was a child. That's very, it's rough.
It's a little rough.
So she's trying to force both Erwin and Josh to focus on how they're going to actually fix the time stream now that Zoetrope is dead, instead of just, jumping around hollering. Erwin goes to the controls, and the time pod has a clogged intake valve and time barnacles that Erwin passes off to Josh to take care of. Sure. I mean...
leave it to the kid who has no experience.
He's the only one doing anything at this point anyway, so sure. I guess. The barnacles have eggs stuck to them, and Erwin decides that they should bring them in to examine them. Again, Azabeth argues for caution over curiosity, but Josh, our intrepid tiebreaker, decides they need to let Erwin satisfy his curiosity.
And again, just another beautiful example of the lone female having the only brain cells present.
Like, immediately, as soon as she's like, maybe we don't bring these eggs inside, it's Alien. We're riffing on Alien.
Yep.
Because it's literally just a woman being like, that doesn't sound like protocol.
Yeah, maybe we don't bring the contaminant on board.
Yeah. At one point, Josh says to Azabeth's face, let the man do his job.
Boo!
And her face is so familiar.
We have all had that face.
We have all had that face. The eggs are brought in. They date to 70 million BC.
They date?
They date them. They go out on
They're
dates.
eggs. Those are children.
Ice cream socials, all of it.
I want to go to an ice cream social.
The eggs hatch to reveal giant puppet worms.
Unsettling.
Everyone is relieved and charmed by them.
Which makes no sense.
Erin was not.
Everyone on screen was like, oh, look at these cutie pies. And we were sitting here asking, why?
Nope. Whole lot of nope. Prism gets nervous, though, and we find out that Erwin used to own a pet boa constrictor who tried to eat him.
Wow, Prism is the only one who gets it, man.
And that is how Prism developed his interest in Vor.
Oh no!
But he's I'm not yucking anybody's yums. He's still figuring it out. And you know what, frankly, I think that Erwin is being really insensitive to his journey.
Erwin is insensitive to everyone's journey.
Yeah, Erwin is really living up to the colonizer motif. Oof.
A truth about this episode is that Azabeth has gotten real bold, and she just picks one of them up.
She sure do.
And sends everyone into a panic when it starts tickling her. But even as everyone is charmed, the tripod, oh boy. The time pod begins to fall apart, and they realize that the worms are feeding on it.
Yum.
Yummy. I thought I had something. Oh, I love that Prism just pops himself into Josh's backpack.
Dude, Backpack Prism is my favorite Prism.
I know. So good. So good. I get it. I understand it. It's fantastic.
Like, just put the weird little guy in a backpack and I'm charmed.
Yep.
Also, like, I think that this predates the 90s fad, the fad of, like, the teddy bear backpacks.
Yeah. Oh, that's so true.
Like, I think it predates it probably by a couple of years, but, like...
But it's
that
leading.
vibe of an adorable creature on my back.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if it's like a Yoda thing. I don't know what, but like
I mean, it was for me at least. But
yeah, no, there
it
was
makes
a
sense
strong
to do a discount Yoda.
Yep, discount Yoda.
There was a strong desire to put a tiny adorable creature on your back in the 90s. Apparently.
And now I just want them in a front pouch so that I can pet them.
That's fair.
Oh boy. Okay. So, of course, the time pod begins to explode. And Prism hides as Josh tries to save the nullifier pieces before the worms can get to them. Josh tries to help Erwin with the steering, but his new powers zap the arm and it breaks.
Oh, yeah, he has powers now.
Yeah, they never really talk about, like, he needs 12 hours in between, but, like...
Yeah,
I don't
when
know.
was that determined?
Yeah, well, the 12 hours in between was determined in Toy World.
Okay. Was that a Zoetrope?
Yeah,
expo?
Zoetrope told him, that there
okay.
was going to be some time lapse, and he figured out it was 12 hours. Yeah, it's weird that they, like, have him zap the steering, but, like, don't talk about... Like, it didn't do anything. The steering just broke.
Yeah.
So, like, it's weird. They assume crash positions, which is literally just... It's Spaceballs. They literally just climb under the desk. It's ridiculous. Literally a shot of asses.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
3 whole asses.
3 asses.
3 whole asses, 3 assholes.
So
One brain cell among them.
The time pod crashes onto the same planet as Zoetrope, but in a different place. Okay. Yeah, it
just keeps going from there.
It just
folks.
keeps moving from there. So now we're in this frozen land, which is odd because the planet is very red, and where Zoetrope lands is very desert. So we're in a frozen land, and the worms escape out with the rest of the crew. Erwin goes full melodramatic about the time pod. But Azabeth recognizes this place, and we are soon invaded by the people of this land. We meet Commander Akira Storm, leader of 1,000 and keeper of the 21 Codes of Kang.
The Codes of Kang.
Also, we need to talk about it. His name is Akira. Mm-hmm. So he's the anti-Kira. He's a Kira.
He's not the Kira.
but also Kira, by being the intro person for the Codes of Kang, is also the keeper of the Codes of Kang.
The Codes of Kang.
So I would say that we're seeing some, art imitating life, imitating art.
I just hope my hair is better, because
It is.
I promise you
It is. That hair is like, what's his nuts in Iron Man 3, the Extremis guy.
Oh my
the
God,
one who's
yes!
the white guy who's
It's
the
Guy
Mandarin.
Pearce,
Guy
yeah.
Pearce.
Yeah.
Yeah. He kind of has a Guy Pearce.
Oh my God,
vibe.
I never even thought of that. That's so true.
Yeah, like LA Confidential,
Yep,
old-timey
absolutely.
Guy Pearce.
Yep.
But also the fucking hair from Iron Man, where he's like walking around in dress shoes with no goddamn socks and thinking he's cool because he does that. And I'm sorry, but that's just gross. I'm really bothered by the fact that he doesn't wear socks.
Yeah. Wear socks.
I'm sorry. I totally just went off on like an OCD contamination thing. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Sorry about that, folks. I just
Don't be. Don't
I
be.
just grossed myself out. Anyway.
Oh man.
Code's okay.
Code's okay. So I want to call attention to this. I'm gonna move the mic away from myself a little bit for it.
Oh boy.
His first line is Azabeth Siege. Where in the 12 moons of Megan have you been? And I would just like to say, Andre!
Megan!
Andre!
Megan! Your jacket, though.
No!
But it's your jacket.
Azabeth begs Josh to show him respect, which Josh fully will not do, ever. Azabeth tries to explain where she's been, how they got there, which is hard to believe, but especially the fact that the worms escaped and burrowed is a problem. There's very little conversation about her experience. They launch immediately into what he's been up to with the war that they are currently fighting, and Commander Storm announces that the humans, who they are at war with, will be locked up for the time being. Azabeth tries to defend them, but to no avail. After seeing Prism, the nullifier pieces, he is... Oh, excuse me. After seeing Prism and the nullifier pieces, he is more convinced than ever that they need to be locked up. So yeah, I just want to talk a little bit about all of the intro to Akira Storm and the planet and the war. One of the things that Azabeth said, he says about Josh, he's no more than a pup, and Azabeth responds with barely older than you when you first joined the Resistance. Josh is 14. Just like...
You've got enough schooling by then to join the war, what?
Yeah, the implication that, like...
Yep.
We are feeding children to this machine.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's...
Yeah, that's... Yeah.
It's not great.
We had a talk yesterday about, like, just challenging anyone who's like, I'm gonna sit back and see how things might go. Imagine the children in your life facing hunger, facing bombs in their streets, facing their windows being blown out. Just those cherubic fucking kids in your life. Just get that image and just think about them having to deal with that shit.
Yeah.
While you sit there in comfort.
Let's fucking not.
Or just sit there and complain, even if you're not in comfort. Just sitting there being like, it's not working. Like,
Well,
maybe do something.
do something about it.
Yeah. So, just, yeah.
Yeah.
The implications of having to fight for your, dignity and freedom from the time of being a child.
And, like, especially now watching it, like, the amount that Josh complains and whines about being locked up just like, you should be grateful, Anya, because these people are at war with humans. Like, the fact that they didn't just kill you on sight, like, damn. And you're over there being like, man, I don't want to be locked up. Like, fuck you, kid. Be grateful, Anya. Well,
It's something that the show does try to do, which it just rings so hollow.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
They try to be like, no, you can't have them locked up because Josh and Erwin have been so battle proven and done so well so far that, like, they're a necessary component to our fight. And it's like, why are y'all leaning on this 14-year-old kid who does not understand his powers and, like, cannot seemingly control them in any capacity?
Oh no.
And it's like, these guys, y'all just let a bunch of ship-eating dick creatures loose on your ship that these dicks want to eat. And y'all are supposed to be in charge? Like, why are we pausing our revolutionary situation here to deal with these implausible heroes?
Yeah.
I just like the framing of like, no, we must put our whole revolution on pause because we need this old guy
and
this schmuck.
little kid. Oh boy, yeah.
And yet it's the correct answer.
Oof. That doesn't feel good.
Oof.
We see Zoetrope on the desert area of this planet. I'm guessing that this is still supposed to be Earth. They never outright say it, but I think that this is like climate change Earth because you've got extremities of the weather outside, so everybody's moved underground.
And also, he tosses a piece of metal off of him that says NASA on it.
It does, which, like, I was, like, 2 years old when I noticed that NASA thing, and I was like, holy shit, I've never noticed the NASA.
That's why I shouted, you maniacs.
No, I know that's why. Yeah. I know that's why. No, that was one of those things that, like, 2 years ago when we first started, like, coming up with this, when I started thinking about this podcast and everything, and I was going through the episodes, and I watched it, I was like, oh my god, he's got a NASA thing on. Holy shit, I lost my mind. Yeah. I had no idea.
Yeah, that is full-on Statue of Liberty on the beach.
Yeah, it is. All right, so his shitty Iron Man suit is destroyed, but he is still alive.
With his hydraulic lifts.
The hydraulic lifts in his shoes.
Yes, his hydraulic kinky boots.
Yes, get it clean.
Girl is fabulous, but...
Girl knows how to accessorize.
Cannot get those kinky boots off, though. That's part of the problem.
Yeah.
Like, all stuck mangled in the briar bush there. We cut back and we see Azabeth in Kang's temple. She's having a little tantrum, relatable post.
Yeah, who pointed out that apparently this is the scene of many a tantrum?
Yeah, because the mirror is broken
already.
In many places.
And then she tantrum break. Like, is that like a ritual thing where people go?
She just throws her weapon at it and breaks it again.
I feel like maybe that's part of their culture where it's just like, this is your like holy rage room.
But like, also so relatable because who among us as like recovering churchgoers has not like just yelled at God like that?
Yeah,
like
the religious implications of this scene. Honestly, I kind of want you to go ahead and talk about it, Kyra, because like the concept of like basically coming back to your community, but everybody in your community is being a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
And like you just kind of want to be like, fuck you, leader. Like,
yeah, I mean, when you are raised with certain beliefs and, you know, certain rules, and then you go out into the world and you meet other people and you learn other ways, and then you go back, it's like, oh, big yikes. Actually, all of those things are really wrong and bad, and it's super weird situation to be like, I'm part of this community again, but like in secret, I'm like, I'm breaking the mirror and yelling at God or Kang or whoever. Codes of Kang! We just turned Screamo.
Yep. Boy, do we know that feeling.
Yeah. I thought that was a very well done scene.
Agreed.
There's a really lovely line that she has of, how can the codes which have served my people so well serve the humans so poorly.
Yep. Yeah, just like basically that recognition of like, I thought this was my, you know, God of love and justice and right, and now I'm being told that in fact this is supposed to be,
this is meant
the
for
God
suppression.
for some, and not, you know,
not for all.
Yeah, and yeah, there's
that's a hell of a paradigm shift to be faced with all of a sudden. Yeah. And she oh shoot, I had a thought and now it's gone. Shoot.
Bye.
My thought, love
Come
you.
Come back anytime.
We have a code of Kang in here.
The codes of Kang.
We don't know what the number is. I'm assuming it's a Code of Kang because it is the etching that is on the wall above Kang's bust.
Which is some foogly looking
It
bullshit.
is a weird, like, is that what her people, like, full-blooded versions of her people look like, I wonder? Because she's half human, I'm assuming most of them are.
Was he just really messed up from war?
Or,
From
yeah,
conquering?
like, what?
If nothing else, he had a real vein strainer going on.
Because it almost looks like he's got more things growing out of his neck that kind of push his neck to the side.
Yeah.
A little Cardassian, honestly.
Yeah, it's and he almost, like, the statue looks like it's in pain.
Yes.
It's
Yeah, it straight up looks like somebody being, like, tortured.
Yeah. Which, I mean, might be their point.
It certainly wouldn't be the first time that the major religious iconography is of your god being tortured.
Yup.
What?
So,
Science dropped.
so the what I assume is a code is etched in the stone above him, and it says, if you cannot find peace in your heart, you cannot find peace in the world.
Bam.
That is, yeah. The codes of Kang that are dropped in this episode, I'm like, preach.
Honestly.
They're so good.
Ugh.
Back in jail, Prism is fully shaking the bars of the cell.
Being useless.
He can get out.
Seriously.
He can teleport, y'all. What? He's just in it for the drama. Like, I'm surprised he didn't get the tin cup and he's like going down the bars. He pulls out a harmonica and he just starts playing. Like, this dramatic motherfucker is thriving.
What's the line from Disjointed? Like, the time you spend in jail is measured in how many lady guards you have to chow down on. Prism's just like sitting back there been like, I've seen some shit on the inside. And they're like, you can teleport. And he's like,
No, that's rough. Getting locked up. He had it coming.
It was a murder, but not a crime.
So, like, do the people around Prism just conveniently forget that he can do that shit?
I think they just forget about him in general.
Honestly,
They're like, just get in the backpack, you super powered little freak.
For real. Like, they have to take him out of commission in the next one. Spoiler. They have to take him out of commission in the next one because he would just fix everything. Like,
I'm sorry, I'm still on get in the backpack, you super powered little freak. I think that's one of your favorite sentences. Someday I hope someone says that to me.
oh, what a lovely sentiment. Get in the backpack.
And then I just get to curl up in the backpack.
Oh, good. Honestly, he looks like he is thriving in that backpack.
Truly.
I am jealous.
I am very jealous. I also want to be a little guy in a backpack.
Yo. Josh and Erwin discuss getting out, all while the bombs go off over their heads. Azabeth shows up to give them furs and tries to explain this war to them and why they have to be where they are. Josh and Erwin try to offer help, and Azabeth basically tries to explain colonization and slavery and the fears that surround it, regardless of your allyship.
Ooh, boy, explain it to the white guys. You gotta explain these things to the white men.
They still don't get it. They still don't.
No.
Like, even when she tries to just, give the basic rundown of, like, you are the oppressors here.
They're like, huh? What? No, not me. Not me personally.
Erwin asks for her input on what the inconsistency of her timeline is, like the dinosaurs and the displaced human pets. But Azabeth doesn't have one to point to, which leads Erwin to theorize that Azabeth's people's existence, and by extension Azabeth, are the inconsistency, and they were never supposed to exist.
Which is Super
great
rude.
thing to tell to somebody dealing with generational trauma from enslavement.
Ha. Yeah. Like, even if this is true, like, why would you say it to somebody's face?
He's
Because he's an arrogant asshole, and
He's
he was
such a
pumped that he
dick.
had a theory.
Yeah.
He's like, aha, the 14-year-old won't show me up on this one.
So Azabeth fully rejects this idea, of course. Do you think that it has, like, any weight? Like, this question will never be answered. Like, do you think that regardless of the fact that he's a fucking dick about it, like, do you think that she actually shouldn't exist?
I think there's a chance that he's correct, but I also don't think that Erwin is a particularly reliable narrator. Just because, like, he's very dumb. So maybe. Think it could be, but, like, you know, here we are, you exist, so oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't put any stock in that. I was just like, wow, you're an asshole, and moved on. It's just like, I'm just not going to listen to you anymore.
I will say that the exchange that they have about, like, you know, it doesn't matter, millennia's, seconds, what's the difference?
Yeah.
That conversation stuck with me so hard as a kid, and it was the thing that infuriated my mom the most in arguments. Because I would be like, what does it even matter? Millennia, second.
Oh, damn.
Jesus Christ,
Oh,
Kate.
wow.
Why are you like this?
Yeah.
Your mom asks that every day.
Every day.
And then you go, I was raised in a video store.
I was raised in a video store. So we find Zoetrope. He's impaled on, like, a cactus thing, while a scavenger creature has begun to interact with him. So this is the same planet. Do we think that this is maybe, like, a native? Like, one of Azabeth's people? Or do we think this is just, like, a creature that has developed?
I'm kind of inclined to believe that it could be sort of like a feral person. Like, maybe somebody who was just abandoned in a really bad landscape and just kind of survived, because they appear human.
Right. I mean, all
At
of
least human-esque.
Azabeth's people appear human.
Right. So, like, my sense is that, like, whatever flavor humanoid, I feel like the vibe I got was, like, some sort of feral.
Yeah. Like a feral version.
Yeah, just like some, yeah.
Yeah. I think
Andy.
the creature's very interesting. Yeah, so the scavenger person, I like the idea of, like, somehow they were left behind by all of the people who moved underground. And they're just surviving. And
Yeah.
I would bet that there are more, which
Yeah.
honestly, just, like, for me, having that kind of expansive idea of it, like, I've always been really fascinated with how, like, the human and native populations interacted, how Azabeth is half human, like, how this progression of these people have gone. And I feel like the scavenger really has a pivoting point in that. But that's all my own lore in my own head.
Yeah, I was wondering if there was a desert culture.
Instead of the cold.
Yeah, like if there was a separate group of people and somehow this, this one survived.
Yeah.
When the rest maybe didn't.
Right.
Or there's a much smaller group of them left than once was. Because maybe they didn't have pardon me. They didn't have the knowledge or the supplies to move underground.
The resources.
Yeah, the resources. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's
sure
a fascinating.
It really is fun to think about.
To add. Okay, so we're in the war room, and we learn that the ships have been eaten by the worms.
Cool.
It is almost indistinguishable now whether the destruction is from the worms or the bombs. And we get some really quality local acting talent. Back in the jail cell, Josh is trying to bend the bars. Instead, his powers age the bars into rusty and brittle metal that they can break through and they escape.
Those bars, after he's gotten his Time Warrior hands on them, look like if you tried to make giant Slim Jims out of clay.
Yeah, and they crumbled. Yeah, about like that.
Honestly, yeah, they look like clay, like unkilned clay. Yeah, it's ridiculous. This is where it's established for certain that Josh's powers only work once every 12 hours, and he definitely has no control over them whatsoever.
Not at all. And doesn't Erwin take like 10 minutes to explain to him what just happened?
Yeah, they take a solid like 5 minutes of screen time for Erwin to go through the scientific explanation of him aging these bars for Josh to just be like, tell me in layman's terms. And then even Josh has to be like, so what you're saying is I aged the bars. Like, it takes that far.
Truly.
Also, there are no guards anywhere around them. That's really convenient.
That's a good point.
They just leave. They're just like, bye, guys.
They sure did just yeet themselves out of that cell and just ran.
It's the honor system.
I mean, I guess they're in a war. How many people do you have to spare?
All around the base, the worms are being spotted, but they can't be caught. And Akira, for whatever reason, thinks that they're under Josh's command. Okay.
Sure.
But we're all going to play whack-a-mole for a little while. Mm-hmm. Over on the planet's surface, Zoetrope is luring the scavenger closer with a biscuit. And he uses the dude to pull himself up and off of the bush that he's caught on.
Oh, that's inappropriate.
I use dude as a gender neutral term because
everything is dude.
The scavenger is not obvious what gender it is, and even if it were, I'm not going to assume.
Yeah.
So I got a question.
Yeah.
Was Zoetrope, like, was his body impaled, or were his undersuit long johns stuck on the cactus?
So the way that he plays it, I think we're meant to think that he's actually impaled on this cactus, but the way that he plays it is like he threw his back out.
I mean, like,
welcome to your 30s.
Yeah, I could not tell if it was supposed to be like he genuinely like had to be taken off like his flesh, or if it was just like he was basically like Kevin McAllister towards the end of Home Alone, where they just hung him up on the door.
Right.
By his sweater.
Yeah. So
yeah, I wasn't sure what it was supposed to be. I couldn't tell.
I don't know exactly. But like when the scavenger helps him up, he like grabs onto the scavenger and the scavenger runs. When he gets pulled up and off though, like it's this weird combination between like, did it reset his back or did he just need to be pulled off? Like I don't know. That's weird.
The cactus was trying to claim him as a lover. Was holding him close.
Hold me closer, little cactus. Azabeth is in her bleak as fuck room.
Dude.
That room is bleak.
Sure is.
And she muses to herself about how to help Josh while her room falls apart. It seems like even she is blaming Josh for the worms. Like, her little ass wasn't just cuddling them yesterday. Mm-hmm. But honestly, like, just needing to have a tantrum in your room feels that I get that. I understand.
I've never once had a tantrum.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So false.
In the war room, Dreadnought, our big villain.
Boom, which is that's a baller name.
Dreadnought is a pretty cool name.
I think Dreadnought has to be a distant relative of whoever the most from the Dino Knights.
Henry the most.
Yeah, I think between the fabulousness of the dark hair and just the most of acting.
Yes.
I think it's
is the implication that he is like the great
It's him in the future.
It's him in the future.
Yeah.
Henry the most in the future.
They might all be Zoetrope in the future, honestly, but
well, he is a fabulous bitch.
But
so
yeah,
that would make sense.
Yeah, I think that there's got to be a relationship there because there is a family trait of the most.
Yeah. So this is our villain. He is the human colonizing slave person.
And, like, bad dude, but, like, he's got a really good, like, rock and roll look going on.
Honestly, he looks
got a
like
septum piercing. It looked like his ears were gauged, maybe.
Lots of chains.
I would listen to that 80s hair band that he's in.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, 1,000,000%. So he's projecting a transmission trying to get Akira and everyone to surrender to him for them to be slaves, you know, as one does. He sees Azabeth and is gross and creepy, which makes Akira attack his hologram. He's very brave.
And then he looks very confused, like he's never talked to a hologram before.
Also, just shout out to that one person who had one line that was just end of transmission, sir.
Yeah, undercover MVP
every time.
That guy.
Yeah, so this is what humans look like now. That's
I mean, honestly, better than some of the fashion choices I've seen around recently.
It's been going really well for us guys, apparently.
Admittedly, I you know what? He looks like if Sergio from the SNL digital shorts tried to join Blue Man Group.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Because it's John Hamm dressed up as this, like, saxophone sexy...
He's
like,
wearing leather pants, no shirt, and
ridiculous.
I think he's got... Does he have suspenders, or is it just leather pants?
I think it's suspenders, too.
And he's got, like, a long, curly black wig, and he just pops in at times to play, like, an 80s saxophone riff.
What a guy.
And then he's like, Sergio. But yeah, so,
it's
yeah,
like if
Dreadnought kind of looks like if Sergio tried to do Blue Man Group.
Yeah, he kind of does. Josh and Erwin are just throwing rocks at the worms, okay, while they're hiding from the guards, but Prism's hair suddenly begins to glow, and Erwin inexplicably makes the assessment that the worms are also drawn to the nullifier pieces the same way that Prism is, and they climb down the wormhole, which drops them into the air ducts of the base.
Which is a literal actual hole the worm has made.
It is a literal hole in the bedrock that the worm has made.
And is that the hole that's next to, like, the one piece of graffiti that's really shitty that says Kang lives?
Yep.
I don't think he does, but okay.
He does.
If he does, he's not showing up to your party because that's some shitty ass graffiti.
It's some really bad graffiti. Maybe if you made better graffiti.
It's like maybe a portrait. Like, can you get Banksy on this? But no, it's literally just like scrawled with some blue puffy paint.
Hey, don't disrespect the puffy paint.
I'm saying I don't know that it's the paint of the revolution.
Not with that attitude.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend.
Big
puffy paint's gonna come for you.
Oh, bring it.
Come at me, puffy
bring
paint.
Bring it, big puffy paint.
Well, meanwhile, Zoetrope has been doing treat incentive training with the scavenger. And honestly, top marks. That's exactly what I used to do with Endora. It works, and Zoetrope is thriving. I just want to say that for the record. On this planet, he's thriving. Stay here, Zoetrope.
Yeah.
You seem to be doing well.
I mean, he might have been pincushioned by a cactus.
Right. Yeah.
Like, in his personal flesh.
Yeah.
So...
Personal flesh? As opposed to all that impersonal flesh.
The stuff he doesn't own.
I'm trying to distinguish between his body and his pajamas.
His long johns.
And I did not know how to say it less creepily than that because I'm tired.
His personal flesh.
His personal flesh.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Put that on
Ooh,
a
we're doing great.
shirt or something.
We're doing awesome. All right, in the air ducts, Prism's hair is just going nuts, and Josh and Erwin find a nest of the worms. They're all wrapped around a nullifier piece.
Oh, hell yeah.
Josh comes up with a plan to round up the worms, and they go to find Azabeth. These worms are sleeping like a pile of kitties.
Yes.
That is the one point where they are kind of
It is
cute.
the only time.
Admittedly, the little dick worms are kind of cute at that moment.
Yeah.
They're all snuggled.
They're all snuggled
And
up.
also, their evil eyes are closed.
That's true.
That's so true, yeah.
I'm
The eyes
ready
are
to go
creepy.
telltale hard on their fucking eyeballs.
Yeah, I also I love Josh has a plan, but I need Azabeth. Of course you do, because you're babies.
Admittedly, yeah, she is the one with at least a brain cell.
Right. Azabeth is arguing on their behalf in the war room, and they follow her voice. They find her screaming and having a
Women.
pretty big couple fight with her dun 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 fiance. Akira is her fiance.
I am not. That other Kira.
Oh man. Yeah. So
she's dating Guy Pearce.
so Guy Pearce. Yeah. He talks to her like a child. It's so gross.
But so does Josh.
I
Everybody
know.
does
They
because
all do. They all do.
women must be led.
Ooh.
We must walk behind the men.
We must always walk behind the man. Yeah, no, it's gross. It's gross because no matter what she does, no matter how many times that Josh is like, I have a plan, but it needs Azabeth, they're like, young lady, what are you doing over here? I'm like, oh my god. Also, this fight is ugly, it is personal, and I feel really bad for the staff members who have to be in the room for it.
Yeah.
Ouch. Like, oof, it's rough. We get another Code of Kang.
The Codes of Kang.
Number 10 says, one who is young in years may be old in wisdom. How much do you hate that, Erin?
I don't like the dependency on young people to have to be the wise ones in the room. That bothers me. Also, I kind of expected that Code of Kang to be something around like thou shalt not have interpersonal disputes in private settings. like not make it a scene.
Yeah. I think make it a scene is kind of their thing, though.
Yeah, it seems like they're messy. They seem really messy.
They are messy people.
Big old yikes.
Well, it'd be a lot easier to manage your emotional well-being if you weren't fighting for the respectability and the non-enslavement of your people. But anyway...
Shh.
Azabeth accuses him of jealousy. And he huffs it off in a totally normal way, like someone who's clearly not jealous. She immediately challenges him. Kaloon on Star.
Which I straight up forgot his name and thought she was calling him by his full name. Like,
Yeah, I had a second where I was like, oh, are we being not formal right now? Is this like a very, like, we have a personal relationship kind of thing happening? And I was like, Oh, no, it's just a fight to the death. All right.
I figured, like, the tone was challenge to the death. Like, I got that readily. I was wondering if it was like a Thomas Michael Patterson, like, getting the full name treatment because you're being scolded.
Right.
And then I remembered that was not, in fact, his name.
Very helpfully, Josh and Erwin fall through the vent at this point with Prism. Well, Prism just gets yeeted out, actually, in the backpack.
Yeah, because even though he can fucking teleport, he is always being thrown around instead of just showing up. He likes
it that way.
He is such a bratty little sub. He's like, oh no, Daddy, I guess you're gonna have to throw me. And you're like, you can teleport, and it's like, oh no, I couldn't possibly. Throw me, Daddy.
Throw me, Daddy. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so this gives Azabeth a chance to explain to them that this is a fight to the death, and they try to stop her multiple times, and it is a binding challenge. She is absolutely compelled to fight.
Doesn't Josh, like, straight up tell her, like, say something like, young lady, go to your room?
Yeah, he absolutely does.
Yeah.
She literally just challenged her fiancé to a fight to the death, and a 14-year-old said to her, young lady, go to your room.
But, like, she's also fighting for his freedom.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's like, no.
No. I literally just spent hours and hours crying and whining in a cell because I didn't understand your ways and your methods. So I'm going to break out so that I can cry and whine to your face about how I don't understand your ways or your methods.
Yeah, don't try to understand the ways and methods. Just be a whiny little bitch about it.
That's how we do.
Look, guys, misogyny can be fun at any age.
Oh, no.
Thanks, I hate it.
Yeah.
So while the costumer literally just straight up dresses Azabeth on camera.
And looks like she has no idea what to do when she's done.
She does not. She's like, you're all done. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do here.
So I'm just going to stare at you,
But
and
what
then...
do I do with my hands?
And then when you look to the side, I'll look to the side, but only a little bit, so that my hair covers most of my face.
Honestly, I feel like they were like, we just need you to stand in, like, we just need somebody, like, helping her with her armor. And she was like, but I don't want to be on camera. So they were like, well, put your hair in your face. Nobody will see you. And then she turned and was like, damn it.
Yep.
You went and did it again.
Oh, you did it again.
I did it again.
So the guys try to talk her out of this. She is insanely serene about it. Remember that fighting for their amusement, just like back home thing from Human Pets? Mm-hmm. Here it is. But it's not for an overlord. They entertain each other with it. Welcome to the Thunderdome, bitches.
Hey.
Yeah, up to and including, like, building a rickety bridge Indiana Jones set, apparently, for fights to the death.
I'm gonna be honest, like, the arena's kind of dope to me. Like, I would go and play in that area for sure.
Yeah.
Like, it is an aesthetically cool setting.
Yeah.
I really am given pause by the logistics of, we have a rampy, rickety, elevated bridge set for fights to the death with swords and other bladed shit embedded in them. So my assumption is they are expecting people to, you know, hack at ropes and make this shit drop. And then they have to rebuild that every time. Like, that is so much effort.
And the planet is being enslaved as we speak.
Exactly. Like, I'm like, that is... So it's either that this, like, same set gets rebuilt all the time, or it's like, you know, a Mortal Kombat-esque fighter game where they just have different dope settings that you go to.
Right.
When you meet different characters, maybe. It's like their home turf. Because otherwise they're just rebuilding that every time, and it does not make sense.
It does not. It does not.
And, like, I was so confused because I was like, it looks sturdy enough, I guess. And then he walked on it, and it was like, and I was like, oh, nope, that's not sturdy whatsoever.
Sure isn't.
Which, admittedly, again, super cool setting for a fight,
Uh-huh.
but, like, why?
Also, if your numbers are, like, in the hundreds or maybe thousands if you're lucky, why are you allowing fights to the death?
Yeah, you really can't
Why are
spare
we
any
allowing
more
that?
people. Can you? I mean, you've
I
got
don't like it.
you've got your fearless leader over here trying to fight a fucking hologram, but sure, fight to the death.
Yeah, Guy Pearce is taking swings on Jarvis.
So, Erin, do you want to talk a little bit about this fight sequence that happens?
Do I want to? Okay. So there are a couple of very brief moments where it seems like maybe people are actually striking at parts of bodies that would cause damage and thus end the fight. But for the most part, it is just very, very blatant that they filmed the fight at like half speed and then just sped it up at different points and then let them like take a breather, step back so they could, you know, swing a sword theatrically. But it was like watching a fight scene with your extremely pacifist parent who is like, I need to fast forward through the upsetting parts.
Yes.
So that's like really what it looked like.
It looks like you're fast forwarding through a fight scene, and then every time they stop, your parent is like, "Oh, are they done fighting?"
Yeah, and then just nope. Go ahead, faster.
Or like when you're listening to like an audiobook or a podcast at like 1.5 speed, and every so often just a word goes missing.
Yeah.
Because they're like, that's the second we have to skip, and then you're just like, oh,
okay.
forgot that wasn't normal speed.
Okay.
That's
We're
what
just
watching
gonna
this looked like.
sacrifice that word. Okay.
Hope it wasn't important.
Within the course of this fight scene, Akira strikes first blood on Azabeth, and he accuses her of going soft in her time with the humans. It's not really that big of a wound, though. Like, can we really give this guy a whole lot of credit for getting a little cut on her shoulder?
Yeah, like, just throw a Band-Aid on it, guys.
Right? Like, it's literally no more than... And she easily, like, kicks the shit out of him and, like, punches him with that same arm.
Yeah, like, 1 second later, she, like, pushes with her arm, and he just goes flying. And I'm like, the inconsistencies here are just stunning.
I'm eternally amused by the ways in which this show tries to hype people up with words and then cannot follow it up with any of the action.
Does not actually deliver.
Like, you know, Erwin is like the smartest dude of his time and is just a blithering dipshit. And Josh Kirby is the absolute essential element to the revolutionary fight. And he's like tossing out one-liners like an 80s comedian, just sexually harassing in bulk.
In bulk.
Oh,
And Azabeth is like the feared warrior, and she literally
Nuts.
looks like she's about to weep. Just full tears down the face, getting nicked, like her Lady Bic slipped.
She's not crying in that moment.
She's got this
Yeah,
she's got a bit the Mark Hamill when he's about to scream like it's not possible.
Oh, yeah.
She's got that like I'm holding back the upset face. And I'm like, I've been cut worse than that, like walking past a shelving unit. like total accident and didn't even realize I was cut till later.
Yeah.
And Azabeth Siege, dreaded warrior necessary to the revolution, is like, and it's I'm just so amused by the like, oh, we are gonna hype this, and then they've got like a stop motion fight scene.
Right.
It's amazing. Yeah. I'm very, very delighted.
There is a code of Kang that she shouts at him.
The codes of Kang!
Number 11, an arrogant leader defeats his own purpose.
Can we write that on a sign and bring it to a certain location?
Yeah. I figured we might want to discuss that one a little bit.
It's a really good one.
This episode, and I'm going to keep saying it because we're going to keep dropping them, but like this episode, the codes of Kang in this one are like, as I was watching through this, as I was writing this synopsis, I was just like, God, like, who radicalized you, Kate? This right here. This is what radicalized you. Damn.
Yeah.
Ugh. So ultimately, Azabeth wins the fight, and she pins him and has a knife to his throat. She gets another Code of Kang jab in there.
The codes of Kang.
Number 17, if you're going to strike, don't talk. Which she immediately breaks.
Yep.
Immediately. Also, I just have to say, I'm really proud of her for, bouncing back after facing off her largest enemy, the net.
Yes.
He throws a net at her and it fully incapacitates her.
Every fucking time.
What is this? At least like the third time this has happened?
Yep. This is the third time she's had a net over her.
Nets are this bitch's kryptonite.
Seriously.
Like, I swear to God, God forbid anybody macrame's near her.
She's just living in terror of anybody with a crochet hook.
Honestly.
Somebody starts macrameing, she just withers like the seaweed people in Little Mermaid. Just
Someone
nets.
tries to gift her a crocheted blanket. She freaks out.
Oh my God,
like,
if she ever wore fishnets, she'd
just be incapacitated. She just wouldn't be able to walk.
That's how you literally paralyze Azabeth, is you force her to wear fishnet stockings, and it just saps her power. I wonder, you could probably even get just like some of those fishnet fingerless gloves on her hands, and she'll just be weakened.
She can't hold her blades or anything.
Yeah, her completely impractical, kind of SS looking blades.
That are, in theory, sharp on every edge, but she just holds them like that's nothing.
But also, like, if you look at them, they are definitively rounded off. Like, there's
100%.
no edge to them whatsoever.
Not at all.
Yeah, they are just, like, LARPing weapons. Like, somebody just wrapped them in electrical tape.
They were like, this is tinfoil, and I made them to look like a lightning bolt, and didn't work out great. But I don't have time to make them again, so here's what we got.
There's a line that I love that when they're fighting, and he says to her, you fight for the affections of the humans. You fight for Josh's affections. Would you fight like that for me? And she answers him with, I don't fight for his affections, you simple-minded dolt. I fight for his freedom. Beautiful.
Ooh.
Beautiful.
No notes.
Yeah, no notes. Because guess what? She can just not be with you.
She could just not be with you. She could just not.
She doesn't have to be with someone else to not be with you. She can just not.
Yeah.
I do want to say something going back for a second to the rule that she immediately breaks in his face.
So you're going to strike.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I took that, I was like, oh, I actually liked that moment, because I took that moment as her literally being like, I'm going to drop this code of Kang in your face, and if I were to follow it right now, you would be dead.
Yeah. It is an act
it's
of
really
mercy,
good.
even though it goes against the code.
Yeah, and so,
Yeah.
like, it's sort of like, that person that would be like, thou shalt not kill, you
Right,
know?
right.
Who's just like, I'm gonna throw this shit out and just let those words sit.
Mm-hmm.
I could choose to follow them or not.
Yeah.
And he's all like, oh, please kill me, because, death is better than shame.
Mm-hmm.
Death before shame.
Yeah. And it's very much, she's very much like, you are important. You are our leader. How else are we supposed to go on? Which, like, I think that there could be other leaders, because this guy listens to nothing and no one and is a shit leader. But, like, the idea of, like, you're really gonna let your weird shame, jealousy thing be the thing that not only makes me kill you, but takes you out of a fight that you've been fighting since obviously you were younger than 14.
Mm-hmm.
Like, damn. What shame will do.
Mm-hmm.
Whew.
So Josh and Erwin are free, and Azabeth refuses to kill Akira even though he tries to get her to. She tries to encourage him back into command, but his penis feels very small right now.
So itty bitty.
So little. And he talks about how jealous he is of a fucking 14-year-old, which is why he can't command his people against an enslaver, I guess. I'm too in love with you to fight not to be a slave.
Keep it in your pants.
You're a fucking man, baby.
Buddy, we've got work to do.
So many bigger issues, yo.
We got shit to do, buddy. We could talk about this later.
This is a conversation for the not right now times. I mean, admittedly, like, I will give them this. People in high stress situations who are dealing with life and death, they still have feelings that they have to contend with.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And that is valid. Like,
yeah, like,
feeling like you are not appropriate for command because you can't keep your vision straight, 100%. 100%. The reasoning is fucking stupid.
And the presentation of basically you broke my heart because you wouldn't just submit to my commands that you found to be unethical.
Yeah.
You hurt my feelings by questioning me, and now I can't function. That more than anything is what really bothered me is like, you hurt my feelings and that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
And it's like, you could not have given less of a shit about her feelings this entire time, as evidenced by you completely ignoring her and refusing to accept any influence whatsoever.
Yup.
And like, but now that you didn't just do what I said, I'm too sad to fight. Like that.
And, like, no matter what okay. So his whole argument for all of this is, like, I see the way that you look at him. And maybe that's valid. Let's, I know, it's gross. But let's say, because they are definitely pushing that agenda, yes, she's making flirty fucking eyes. Yes, she is doing lingering stares. But literally everything she has done up to this moment has been about nothing but the equality of her friends being treated well. And so the fact that he's like, you did this and now I'm jealous and I can't think of anything else. Like, bitch, that's not what any of this was about. And you are making it so apparent that you have no idea what she's actually talking about.
Because, like, yeah, apart from the fact that, yeah, there's a whole lot of, like, we're here to tell you Josh is necessary to this fight. It's like, okay, but sure, okay, suspend that disbelief. So, with all of that, like, because, yeah, he comes out, he has the idea, saves the day, spoilers, sorry, y'all. But the whole time, she has been making valid arguments about, you know,
their teachings, their practices, the way that they treat others.
And she has been very much challenging the fact that his big thing is they're the humans.
Yep.
So, like, admittedly, all three of their dipshittery brought the dickworms on board.
1,000,000%.
And, you know, made horrific damage, and they are making sloppy, stupid decisions. But, like, yeah, the whole time she's been like, maybe we don't, like, just jail people because
they happen to be a different race. Like,
yeah, like, maybe we don't just, like, internment camp people.
Yeah.
And he was like, Myrrh, why aren't you listening to me? It's because you've got a crush.
Exactly. Everything came down to that when she was like, no, what I said was equal rights.
And
he's like, you're only doing it because you like him. Ew. What? No.
Oh, it's not about you.
Yeah. So here is the line that while we were watching this, Erin missed.
Oh.
And Erin's about to get real mad about it.
Oh boy, here we go.
So while Azabeth and Akira are having this conversation about whether or not he's going to take command again, Azabeth is really trying to give him, this little whiny bitch, a pep talk. And he says to her something about being able to command when his head and his heart are not in the fight. She responds with, you need to do this because if I can't live through this, then I will never have a chance to decide upon a husband. I'm just going to let that sit.
I'm just going to put that right in the garbage. Don't need it. Thank you.
How you doing there, babe?
Oh, boy.
Okay, I have questions because you're right, I did not hear it.
Yeah.
Okay. Was it said as a tactic, like a slap to the face to get a bitch out of shock?
Nope. It was very much said as a, hey, we gotta get through this so that eventually I'll be able to even make a decision, you know, when I'm not enslaved.
I just don't even know why that's relevant.
That's a great question because Josh is not even on the table for that sort of decision. He's not even on the table.
So he's all like, Myrrh, you're crushing on the toddler.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, nuh-uh, and also, it's not the fuck about that. And then he's like, Myrrh, I can't fight because you hurt my butt.
Yeah.
And she goes, no, I need you to fight because one day I could get married.
Yep, that's her argument. That is her argument.
That is the worst pep talk
It's
ever.
so bad.
Like, it's not even... It's so...
But the women have to get married to have value.
I mean, it's so stupid that I'm not even, like, offended by it. I'm offended by how stupid it is.
Even when I was a kid, even when I thought that Josh was so grown up, I knew that Akira was much older than him. Like, it is apparent.
Yeah. They're not trying to hide it.
And so she would be like, then I will have a chance to decide upon a husband. And I was like, when was Josh ever an option for? Never was there an option. That's not an option.
He's a child.
He is a child. There's no comparison here.
Okay, so this happened around the, like, you gotta choose conversation. Is this correct?
Yeah, basically.
Pardon me. Okay, so he's like, you're gonna have to choose. And then she's like, you need to fight so that at least I'll be able to choose between you. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm mad just as, like, that's just a really bad strategy from a warrior. That's just poor strategy. To just be like, no person who is stating they have a broken heart because of me, you must live so that I can maybe totally choose a toddler over you.
Hang on so I can string you along and you can find out whether I'm going to choose the child who's literally 15 years younger than you.
Fight for my right to break your heart in the future.
With a toddler.
With a toddler.
That's not a great incentive.
It's not.
If it had been something where, if this was a stronger, more nuanced scene and show and everything, I could see where having a conversation where it's like, if you really love me, if you really have love and respect in your heart, then fight with me and let me choose in the... Like, I could see a world in which
I would love for that have been the context of it. Yeah. And I think that maybe somebody could make an argument for that, but I think they would need to strong arm that argument.
Yeah.
It just really feels like a weird shoehorned thing to keep the whole, like, okay, as if people were like, wait, are they gonna get Azabeth and Josh interested? Like, we didn't need the nod.
Yeah,
we got it.
We know where we're headed. And I'm pretty
sure that the children it was aimed at.
We got it. We got it. We sure got it.
Okay,
we were on board every step of that way.
Because
also that's just like, it's the formula now, but it was very much the formula of the 90s of like, there's a pretty boy, there's a pretty girl, they're gonna end up together,
even if the actors are like 11 years apart in age.
Can I make it any more obvious? All right. So Akira takes command again, and goes right back to being a complete dickhead. So, you know, I guess this was a good idea to put him back in command.
Well, who else were they going to do? That guy with the one line?
At least he knows what a transmission is.
That's honesty. That's a willingness to call out that the Emperor's not wearing any clothes.
Exactly.
Vote that guy.
Vote that guy.
So Dreadnought gives another little ring-a-ding. So I think the whole Dreadnought call is just to make Akira all kinds of upset before Josh is like, I have a plan, so that he can turn around and be shitty to Josh about his plan.
Also, I imagine the actor playing Dreadnought insisted on yet another unhinged
he's like, I need one more to just scream for no reason.
He's got it in his rider that he has like a minimum number of unhinged rants.
Erwin explains that the worms are attracted to the nullifier because they've similarly traveled through time, so they're like comfort objects. And the plan is to lure the worms using the nullifier pieces into an escape pod that they will launch at Dreadnought's ship. So now everybody's out worm hunting, except for Erwin, who seems to be setting up the escape pod. Yeah. He's getting real tight about some shit.
Oh yeah, he's in the escape pod with the person who we think might be a cyborg.
I mean, This person has no facial affectation whatsoever, just blank slate with every line, everything that happens, all the way down to, surprise, surprise, trying to basically blow everybody up. Just no reaction whatsoever.
Yeah, like...
I mean, it's a strong choice.
Yeah, like to the point
Or
where we were
lack of
waiting
choice.
for a blink. Because we were like, we don't know if this person blinks.
This person may never blink. So everybody's out chasing down the worms. We get the stupidest code of Kang from Azabeth at this point.
The codes of Kang.
Number 7 is when in doubt, turn right.
Which, admittedly, my incredibly shitty sense of direction also dictates that. I will just, if when in doubt, I'm just like, okay, guess I'm going to the right.
I love it.
Right just feels better than left.
You've been
Which
following
is
the codes of Kang.
hilarious. Just hilarious because of
We
how...
were Kangians all along.
Just like, in no other way do I lean right whatsoever.
Correct.
So true.
All right, so Josh lures all the worms into the pod, and Erwin gives him a 45-second window to hit the go button and get out of the pod. What could go wrong?
Nothing. Clearly.
Of course his foot gets stuck. Azabeth runs out to save him, and they make it back just in time, of course.
Oh, thank God for the tension and drama.
It's just such a kids show from the 90s thing to be like,
Uh-huh.
run, instead of actually running. We're just going to scream, run at
Yep.
each other. As an extra bonus to this plan, they're projecting a distress call from the escape pod to encourage Dreadnought to take it in. I know how to talk.
Yeah. Words.
Words! The worms immediately begin destroying Dreadnought's ship, and it is not long until the bombing stops and Dreadnought calls his own distress call.
I gotta say, in the distress call, it very much seems like the worms are actively eating his personal body.
Yeah, because they're
His
like
personal
climbing
flesh?
on him.
Yeah.
His personal flesh.
Just his human. Is he human? Or they're the human? No, humans.
Yeah, he's the human.
He's the human. Yeah,
He's the human.
right. So yeah, his
Personal human body.
his personal human body. He seems very. Which I was like, oh shit, are we gonna find out that he's made of metal? Is this like a twist?
That would be so fucked up. Especially because, like, so he says, I'd rather die than abandon my ship, and then the ship explodes. Like, I'm assuming that he escaped out of something, but, like, how?
Sergio.
By now, Zoetrope has recovered enough that he's begun to repair his armor. The scavenger is looking, like, looming around him. He's curious. He's maybe hoping for a treat, maybe hoping for some affection. But nope! Zoetrope has turned full bitch again. He don't need no scavenger.
Hair time.
0 out of 10 would not include in my training. His suit is suddenly miraculously repaired. Time means nothing anyway. Seconds, millennia. And he is on his way after Josh again.
There are way too many adults going after this child.
I know, they are all really invested in this kid.
Way too many.
Why are you so obsessed with him?
Why are you so obsessed?
God.
Josh and Azabeth are not at all cleaning up, no matter how hard they try to fake it. Azabeth calls Josh a hero, and Josh whines that Akira is still giving him the stink eye, which admittedly he is. And Azabeth tells Josh that theirs is an arranged marriage. It has nothing to do with love, even though that whole fight earlier was about him being jealous and dumb. But okay, sure, it's got nothing to do with love.
Not for her, it doesn't.
Not for her, it sure doesn't. So Azabeth and Akira talk about Josh and Erwin being trapped on this time and planet, and Azabeth asserts that she still has a life debt that she owes Josh, but didn't she just repay that with getting his foot unstuck.
Oh.
I guess not. And Akira asserts that the 21 codes of Kang were not meant to apply to humans.
Racist.
This is where we get the final, well, the 21st, but not the last that we'll hear of, the codes of Kang.
The codes of Kang.
No soul can live in freedom so long as another remains enslaved.
Well, shit.
Yep. And that is a fucking code that I will live by.
Oh, yeah.
I have in my notes Akira and Josh have the same hair and I hate it. So, like, this is...
So he literally looks like if you just aged Josh like 10 years and he just never cut his hair.
Because Guy Pearce is Josh from the future.
That's right.
Everybody is someone from the future and or past.
Akira is Guy Pearce.
So now in the classic case of thank goodness we didn't need that MacGuffin. Oh no, we need the MacGuffin. Josh's 12 hours are up, and just then the door bursts open, and it's Dreadnought.
Oh no! In the flesh, in the human flesh,
in his personal body. This whole fucking moment really felt like the climax of the pseudo climax of Galaxy Quest.
Yes. Oh my god, yes.
It really fucking did. Like
like them crash landing on the on Earth into the convention center, and then the
when he stumbles out and
yeah, I love that so much.
What's the bad guy's name in that one?
Oh gosh. Oh no.
I know the actor. The actor was I think Robin Sachs from fucking Buffy. He played Ethan Rain.
Oh no.
He was dope. Rip to that guy. He passed away.
Yeah, rip to that guy. He was fucking awesome.
As far as I know, I don't actually know a shit ton about him as like a human. I hope he's not a bad person.
I hope he was not a bad person, but I did see an interview with him once where he was talking about the character, and he was just so in love with like the techniques that were used in order to portray him, and like the depth that he went into was really cool.
Yeah, like no evidence that I am aware of that he was anything but a cool person.
No, just super. It just seemed really cool. I want to talk a little bit about, this is the first time we're seeing Dreadnought not as a hologram. And I don't know if you guys noticed this, but there's like a bunch of hearts like tattooed all over his body and like in his jewelry and such.
Oh, I did not notice.
Just hearts everywhere.
No, I didn't.
He just really loves slaves.
Oh boy.
I mean,
wow.
He literally says the line, all I wanted was just a few slaves.
Yeah, no, just the way you said it struck me different. No, we're talking like you'd drawn a notebook heart, not like anatomical.
Yeah, like notebook hearts all over his body.
I choose to believe that he went through like a Lisa Frank stage.
I kind of theorized like maybe it's like the teardrop tattoo of now. Mm-hmm. Like that's all the people he's killed.
It's a what, Victor Zsasz from
right.
Batman.
Yeah,
just like tally
marks.
Ugh.
That's fucked up.
I mean, look, that actor being the most as I think we can agree he was.
He was.
Oh, yeah. There ain't no denying.
He was the most of this episode.
My sense is like I could see that actor being like method even on this show, like each of those hearts has a backstory. Like there was one time we went to a con and there is a person who did a cosplay as a Reaver.
Oh my god, this person was incredible.
And when they described their cosplay, like they had a story for like every bone, every trinket, everything. And they actually like the bones were from things they ate.
Yes, they were from actual. They were actual
repurposed
animal bones. Yeah,
bones from stuff that they ate for the costume.
Yeah,
And like everything had a story.
It was
and
incredible.
That's what I imagine the actor playing Dreadnought did.
Yes.
Just that is the level that I was getting from all the extra that was happening.
Yes. So there's no explanation of how he survived, but he takes Azabeth hostage, and after some creeping on her, he
gets elbowed.
does a little insult. She elbows him. They fight. And when he tries to stab, I'm gonna guess Azabeth. It's really not clear from the angles that it's shot from.
He was wielding a bladed weapon.
He sure was.
Aimed presumably at another body.
Josh grabs his wrist, the powers activate, and he flips Dreadnought to the floor where he turns into a baby under the cloak.
Which I fucking called.
That was so good.
So way earlier when Josh did the whole rust in the bars thing, and I was like, oh shit, he just like oxidized him and brought him. I was like, oh my god, I want him to straight up just like grab someone's face and just melt faces, just rapid age a bitch. And then I was like, oh my god, what if he just makes someone a baby?
And he does.
And he
And then
did.
he did.
And I'm so happy about that. I am so proud of myself, much like how I called fucking Magneto using metal in somebody's blood when I was about 7 years old.
Yup.
I was like, you just rip it out of their blood and fuck them up. I didn't say fuck at 7, but you know.
You would have.
I might have. That would have been problematic at 7. I would have gotten in trouble at 7.
Okay, that's fair.
But
I'd get in trouble today.
But what they did with it was they went so much harder. They stopped short, but they went so much fucking harder than I thought they were gonna go.
Yup.
That was sick.
I just, for whatever reason, it rolls off the tongue really well. Erwin's line of "you hold in your arms a bouncing baby enslaver."
Yup.
Oh, that feeling that line gives me, like, ever since I was a kid, I was like, because this is the first place that I really encountered the "would you kill baby Hitler" question. Like, this was the first time that I ever had anyone kind of posit that argument to me. Josh passes baby Dreadnought to Akira, and Erwin talks about the classic argument of nature versus nurture. It's essentially the "would you kill baby Hitler" argument. But apparently, a magically Benjamin Buttoned enslaver is less interesting than playing with Legos. And the random scientist person who's been following Erwin around decides to assemble the nullifier. I think that she's trying to use it as a weapon. It's not overtly stated.
Yeah. So, okay. So, like, correct me if I'm wrong. I know that Erwin is doing the, nature versus nurture. Like, he seems pretty strongly, Erwin seems pretty strongly in the camp of, like, nah, we've got an opportunity to turn this around.
I honestly, personally, I've never seen him as leaning one way or the other. I've always seen him as very neutral, very much just presenting, like, this is the classic conundrum, what y'all gonna do?
Yeah, maybe it's just wishful thinking that I really heard that most. Just like,
but I think it seems clear that the scientist person, because she's like looking over at them the whole time.
Yeah, and that this is the unblinking like possible cyborg scientist who is unblinking lizard style staring at that baby as she goes for the box with the nullifier pieces. Like, she is death glare in that baby as she opens that case. Like, it was
Yeah.
immediately apparent to me that that's exactly what she was going for.
Yeah, and they don't follow through on it. Like, they cut to her. She's assembled the nullifier. She's assembled it incorrectly, and she's panicking because it's like pulsing and shit. So like, they don't let her essentially weaponize it before it backfires on her.
Right.
So like, it's very wishy-washy, but it seems like that's kind of where they were headed with it.
Yeah, I kind of wonder. I wonder if there might have been like some different edits that happened, like different plans for it. I wonder, like, does she know that that's the box with the nullifier in it?
I think she has to, because like, she's been helping.
Okay, I wasn't sure because honestly, like, I forgot that that's what the nullifier was in, frankly.
Yeah.
So when she started opening it, I was like, oh, that's like a weapons case.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, maybe she didn't know it was the nullifier. Maybe she was just like, yeah, this is where you would absolutely put like,
some weapons.
a weapon. Because, yeah, to me, like, when she's opening the case, it seems clear as day, I'm going in this case to grab something to kill this baby.
Right.
And then it becomes this panicked, like, uh-oh, the nullifier is doing something I didn't expect.
Yeah, yeah. It's a weird cut, too.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. I feel like with the initial bit there, to me, it felt like they were going real hard. And then it got question marky.
Yeah, it just kind of like, boom, and then everything's weird with the nullifier.
Yeah, that's... This show at times just raises some interesting fucking questions.
Yep. Yep. Because now, like, so what happens is... Erwin, Josh, Asbeth, Prism, they all run over, they grab hold of the nullifier, and they're transported away. So now Asbeth's people are stuck with this baby if they don't kill it. Mm-hmm. It's just this random human baby that used to be the guy who was trying to enslave them. And also, like, they blew up this ship. There's no mention of humans elsewhere. They've won. They literally just destroyed the human race. There's one human baby left.
Yep.
And they were trying to get them to be slaves. All you have left is your one fucking ship, dude. And you need these people to be your slave? That's fucking humanity, man.
Honestly.
Yeah.
The worst
Admittedly, like, when in your intro, when you talked about, you know, this could feel really reductive, the blatant, like, all I wanted was, like, a couple of slaves.
Yeah, yeah.
That moment, I was like, okay, that was comically on the nose.
Yeah.
But I think it's really interesting that it's... Yeah, they now... Because my question is, you know, in the de-aging process, is this just a straight-up Benjamin Button sort of thing where all of the life hitherto has been, like... Is this baby still retaining Dreadnought's entire personality and existence and memories?
Great question, yeah.
Or is it, like, literally...
Blank slate.
Dreadnought as a living creature was de-aged, like, was basically taken out of their own timeline?
I mean, there's no way for us to know, obviously.
Yeah.
But Erwin does present it as he is a blank slate.
Right.
So,
which was why I was kind of like, oh, it sounds like Erwin is leaning on, like, look, this baby doesn't know any better. We got an opportunity here.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, are we engaging with the question, guys?
So here, full disclosure to everybody listening and to Kyra, I sort of kind of spoiled this for Erin a couple of weeks ago because I was saying that I was really excited to get to record this particular episode. It's my favorite, and it raises the would you kill baby Hitler conversation. And so we ended up having a conversation about would you kill baby Hitler. And personally, I have such a strong sense of nurture over nature that I would feel compelled to really try.
Yeah.
But I think it would be a drop in the bucket. I think that would be one human life. One human didn't cause systemic racism.
True.
One human didn't cause the Holocaust.
Yeah, that's kind of in our discussion because Kate, you know, is a very loving, wonderful, nurturing human and, you know, wanted to take care of everybody's Tamagotchis. And so she was like, I would feel obligated to try to, like, do better by this kid. And I'm like, I think that's admirable. I think that's what I would, like, functionally try to do as well. But, like, my immediate thought is, like, because, you know, I've, of course, run into people being like, would you go back and kill baby Hitler? No, no. I know I wouldn't for a fact. And the reason is because I so strongly believe that that person did not exist in a vacuum, and killing that baby would not stop a similar human from rising, because he was a product, you know, whatever his personal fucking journey.
Sure.
He was a product of the fascistic fucking sentiments that were growing.
He was radicalized as well. Just because he rose to the
Exactly.
highest place of power doesn't mean
Yeah.
that he was radicalized out of nowhere. Like,
Yeah. So, like to me, it's like, so what? Do I just go back and kill all the babies? Like, no.
right.
So I also, you know, there's the whole butterfly effect. Like, would there be, like, you know, Uber Hitler? You know, like, all of a sudden, like, he grows a second head or whatever.
Ooh.
So, like, there's that fear of, like, could I be responsible for Uber Hitler? And, like, I don't want that on my soul. But yeah, just like I'm of the, well, damn it, you at least gotta try, right? Like,
Yeah.
there's no guarantee, like, the kid could still get radicalized on Reddit.
Right.
But, you know, you could try. You could try.
Yeah.
I think it's worth a try.
Yeah.
Like, I think any kid,
Deserves
any
a
kid is
chance,
worth
yeah.
a try.
For sure.
Do you have any big opinions about it, Kyra? Like, has anybody ever asked you that question?
I'm
No.
sorry, I just had an image in my mind of Kyra just being like, oh, I'd fucking kill
fucking
that kid.
kill that baby.
I would just, it would be so entertaining and shocking if you just so easily,
kill.
unequivocally were just
It's
like,
like, oh yeah, I'd stab
I
him.
would straight kill that baby.
Got any hot takes there, Kyra?
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
not
for
at all.
Lay it
No.
on me, my man.
No, I mean, I went to college to be a teacher. I believe in kids. You know, I think that they are, at the core, essentially good and essentially hopeful, and it is their surroundings and the people who are raising them that can instill these different ideals in them. And you know, if given the chance, I would absolutely try to, you know, show the baby that you know, there are better ways to live your life than with hate.
It's so interesting to, like, think of these people as, because I know we all had them. There were always those kids in high school who, like, no matter what, we're always fucking up. We're always, they're always in trouble. Like those kids, the ones that you avoid, that sort of thing. And like, those are the kinds of people that I think about when we have arguments like that. Mm-hmm. Because I know that as a kid, I was very ungenerous to those people, and they probably deserved a lot more compassion.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there were some times when I was, during my time as a substitute teacher, where I, as someone in charge, got to hear the story of why they're acting up, what's going on at home. Whereas, when you're a classmate, like, the teachers don't share that information with students, and the kids aren't sharing that they have a shitty home life. And it hits really hard, especially because I was subbing at the school that I had graduated from. And so I'm walking those halls thinking about how I treated my fellow classmates and wondering which of you really could have used that kind word. And like, I was not a bully.
Yeah.
I mostly kept to myself, and I had a small group of friends. But instead of just looking away, I could have smiled, and maybe that would have, made a difference in their day or something like that. So, yeah, it's just, when you look back on it, you're like, well, should have done that better. Because, when you're a teenager, you're an idiot.
And that's my whole thing about Josh in this particular one. I feel like I need to defend him because, like, I look at a lot of this stuff and I'm like, when I was a 14-year-old, I also thought that everyone was stupid for what they were doing. Mm-hmm. And, fuck, I was a kid. I didn't fucking know.
Yeah.
Yeah, We love our little 90s punching bag guy, Kirby.
Oh, 100%.
But yeah, end of the day, he's a kid, and that's so much the point of so much of this. And I want to. We're having a very special episode.
It's a very special episode of Josh Kirby.
Just 1 sec, my phone is being silly.
I knew this one would be like.
Yeah. But I just kind of want to put out there, like, yes, I think that people at any age have an opportunity to try to be kinder to people around them. But I would say that in the situations like in a high school, in a middle school, wherever, where, kids, the empathy is still cooking, and it is a journey to build empathy that follows many of us throughout our lives. And I think that it's really so important for the adults in these situations to cultivate a culture of kindness, because it is only by modeling a way to treat everyone that encourages respect and dignity for who they are.
Yeah.
That can be modeled, and it's not that it's all up to the teachers. It's not that it's all up to specific parents. I'm firmly of it takes a village mindset.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
And I think that a lot of us can look back and think of those moments when we're like, shit, I made fun of that kid because I was hurting, or I didn't offer a hand to that kid because I didn't want to get targeted,
Right.
And that's part of the cooking process, is you learn that and hopefully you look back. So like I'd like to offer a little bit of like, please don't feel too bad about yourselves.
Yeah.
If you can reflect on times when you could have been more empathetic, congrats. That means that you've done the work to be someone who sees that opportunity now.
Yeah, that is not an invitation for you to just sit in the shame of that. That is an invitation for you to grow from it.
Yeah, and so, like, I think it's really important to recognize that when we talk about the baby Hitler of it all, people are creations of their environment, and there are opportunities to model a better way. And I think every adult has the opportunity to do that, and to whatever extent you can, avail yourself of that opportunity. Because there are kids who need you to model that, so that their peers know that it's not cool or good to ostracize.
Yeah.
So that their peers know that that's just not how we do.
Yeah.
And so, like, try to be that model. Try to role model that when you can, because
that's the fun argument of the baby Hitler. No, honestly.
No. I'm so with you, that just that phrasing.
No, because that is
baby Hitler.
The best part of that argument is the fact that you're supposed to take it. I think you're supposed to take it and go, great, how do I apply that to my life now?
So if you meet baby Hitler.
So when you meet baby Hitler. When?
Yeah, when. Oof.
It's not an if.
But yeah, if it's good. Yeah, that said, I do want to say I would absolutely still encourage baby Dreadnought to get the septum piercing.
That would be one cool baby.
It's very cool, and lots of other stuff to leave on the cutting room floor, but keep the septum piercing.
I love it.
I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a cooler baby if they had a septum piercing.
Such a cool baby.
Such a cool baby.
So they're separated from the pieces when they land on this new planet, which I think is still just Earth, honestly. I really do. And I guess I guess that's good, because Erwin explains that they are all electrically charged and no one should touch them. He says, hypothesizes, expositions, who knows, that the assembly of the pieces charged them up enough that they moved in the time strain in the direction of one of the remaining two pieces. So when Rando Scientist Girl was trying to kill baby Hitler, she actually kind of helped their mission in a weird way.
Yeah, Erwin Stumble fucks his way into success a lot.
He really does. He really, really does. So Erwin asserts that now that Zoetrope has been defeated, quote unquote, he is now the first most brilliant man of the 25th century. And he's super humble about it.
As per usual.
And as if the universe were laughing at him, the earth quakes and opens up beneath them all. They crash down underground, and the nullifier pieces are lost. But Azabeth doesn't care. She saw mushrooms, and like Erin, every time we order a pizza, all she cares about are the mushrooms.
Yeah. Fair.
She calls them lapdrosses, and either their lapdrosses grow with clothes on, or she has truly lost her head at the sight of mushrooms, because she just casually bites into one. It is alive.
It sure is.
The idea of a future populated by sentient mushrooms is honestly the most realistic that this series has ever gotten, though, and I applaud that. I really, really do.
I would be much happier living with sentient mushrooms than, like, that terrifying baby thing.
Mycelium has the most insane abilities. It is ridiculous what mushrooms can do. They are almost fully sentient at this point. Like, ooh. It is crazy.
Basically, pardon. If you want to just, like, nerd out about, like, mycelium, just anything that Brian Fuller has worked on, showrunner, writer, I think director, he is obsessed with that shit. Also obsessed with, I think there's a scientist named Stamets who has done research around mycelium networks, uses the name Stamets in a bunch of his shows and stuff. Like, he is such a nerd about this shit. It is a subplot in Hannibal. It is a big plot in Discovery.
Yeah.
Like, so I am totally with you. Like, I think that, like,
That's the most realistic we're ever
like,
going to get
fungi,
in this show. Yeah.
fungi are going to do some shit.
Yeah.
And I think they're already doing some shit.
I think they're already.
And it could be
Yup.
really cool. But yeah, there's some really
be down.
interesting shit about the interconnectivity of mycelium networks and shit. It's weird.
They, like, talk to each other and shit. It's
Yeah.
They have
crazy.
best friends.
They are bestest friends.
Do they like gang up on the other ones and they're like, that guy sucks?
That one.
I wanna double back for a second because I want to be very clear that when Kate talks about my approach to mushrooms when we get pizza, if the mushrooms on my pizza were like 38 times larger than standard and wearing clothing, I would not start by biting one. I just feel I need to protect my honor by saying that I would not resort to eating a sentient mushroom. Thank you. You may continue.
I wrote Azabeth's line, where I'm from, they're much smaller, they don't have faces, and they don't speak. But 2 out of the 3 of those were immediately apparent. But you face planted.
Straight walked into it and bit. Like,
Didn't try to touch it, didn't try to inspect it, not just chomp.
we saw those shits from the back.
Oh boy.
And we're immediately like, oh, those mushrooms appear to be wearing clothes.
They seem to be people.
What an interesting clothing you are wearing, sentient mushroom. And she's
Mushroom.
must make room for this mushroom. And she's looking them in their mushroomy faces.
Yep.
And straight just bites them.
Yep.
As
Just
best.
full face plant.
I am insulted that a warrior doesn't have better perceptive quality. like her, she needs to put more into her
instincts
perception stat.
are crap.
Like, she needs to dump way more into her perception stats because it's bad. It's looking bad.
When was the last time she ate, though?
That's fair.
I don't think we've seen her sit down to a meal
Yeah.
since Henry the Most, and she didn't even eat anything.
She barely ate anything, yeah.
If she had, like, launched at that mushroom with, like, desperation of hunger, I'd be with you.
Yeah.
She just seemed real excited.
She was just so stoked to have mushrooms.
Fair.
She just was like, it's like fried dough at the carnival. Like,
Yup.
that, like, I will not get fried dough pretty much unless it is at, like, the one carnival sort of thing I go to a year, because otherwise I'd eat fried dough all the time.
Exactly.
So that was the energy she brought to that, was like,
Yep.
oh my God, this is my chance.
Yep.
As opposed to, dear God, if I don't get nutrients, I'm toast.
And, like,
fair.
admittedly, she says that they're delicacies.
Yeah.
So, like, her planet doesn't have that.
Yeah, so, like, it's real exciting. And especially if a delicacy is a bajillion times the size, that can be very exciting.
But they clearly have faces, and they clearly are wearing clothes.
That one had a crazy mustache. Like, how do you miss that?
Full mustache.
I feel like there should be a code of Kang about this.
Don't eat giant versions of food that you know. I don't know.
That's what 13 is. 13 is the lost code of Kang. 13 is about not eating giant mushrooms, even if they look real good.
My mom always told me.
Anyway, so Prism shows up with his Starbucks wondering where the party's at.
Dude. This motherfucker from the backpack to Starbucks.
And the mushroom people immediately start worshiping him as the furry one. Erwin explains that on Prism's planet, for 6 months out of the year, he grows a fur coat. The mushroom people parade Prism out, and one stays behind to thank them in a very racist accent for bringing back their deity. Azabeth passes out, and they work out that she has been poisoned by the mushroom that she chomped on.
That's her own fault.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, very much brought upon herself. Not unlike, you know, I'm gonna just watch dick worms hatch and eat my time pod because I think they're cute. They are completely motivated. They are just chasing those dopamine hits.
Yeah, they are.
and just
They are living through some trauma, and they just need a little bit of joy in their lives.
just making bad choices.
I think
kids.
she got really tired of the burden of carrying the only brain cell. So she
like,
was like, give me 5 minutes without
hold this
it.
brain
You
cell.
hold this.
Okay, is now the time.
Next time on Josh Kirby. How does everybody feel about the upcoming episode? How do you feel about what looks like it's coming our way?
I mean, I basically guessed the ending from about a
You
7-second clip.
But I will say, just to intrigue you two and our listeners, the next episode comes with a twist.
A soft serve?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. You're welcome.
I mean, this one came with milkshakes, so it'll be on trend. I'm
we
glad for us.
find out who all of the clones of Zoetrope are.
Yeah, I was gonna say we find out that everybody's everybody else from the future or the past. Twist nailed.
Next episode is our penultimate. So yeah,
Dang, it's
Wrap
all
it up
coming
soon.
together. We're gonna get to
Much
watch.
like the nullifier pieces?
Oh. That's a little harmonized, isn't it? A little Gregorian chant-esque.
My favorite.
I very much want to see Josh Kirby in a literal boxing ring with time.
Dude.
I insist that he box
Or like
with
in
time.
a jousting match.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take a Rock'em Sock'em Robots
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be
fight.
fun.
But I would like eventually to see Josh straight up face off on time.
Fantastic.
What
I
does
love it.
time look like? Because I'm imagining like old wizened father time.
I mean,
But then he rips off the robe and it's actually like a 6 or like an 8-pack underneath.
ooh,
Wow.
I was gonna make a reference. Okay,
got
for those
layers.
of you who have watched Avatar: The Last Airbender,
Probably more than a few,
Oh
honestly.
no, probably just not you two.
Yeah, just not us.
Not anyone I'm talking to in person right now.
we're gonna
but
need
it's
to
like
do
a
one where you tell us about it because Kate can't watch it.
it's like a King Boomy situation where he looks all and then all of a sudden he's like "Rrrr!" and you're like, oh my god, what?
Absolute
That's-
King Bowie situation.
that's-
Bowie?
Boomy.
Boomy.
Boomy. That's
Absolutely.
how time is.
I mean, I have a vague kind of like the. This is so bad. Like, I am not caught up on Loki by any stretch of the imagination, but the like sentient clock
Oh yeah,
from the time variant.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Dude, I would love to see someone beat that up.
yeah, it's a bit that in my mind, just like some sort of sentient clock,
Yeah.
because he's got a drawer full of them.
It's just annoying.
So I
as
want to
fuck.
actually see the fight
Right.
because all I'm seeing is the aftermath.
Just want to see him.
I need to know
punch
what I
those.
lost to care about it.
It's the giant clock from the big comfy couch with the stretching and the rolling.
Oh, I loved the big comfy
Right?
couch. That was one of the very few clowns that I could handle.
That's fair. She was very cute.
She was an adorable clown. No, she was like a doll clown. Like
Yeah, no, I'm familiar.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know why I was put off.
Oh, fair enough.
Probably because it was me.
Also,
It was me that said it.
like
No, I think it was the couch.
the giant, oversized couch. Very
Was the couch sentient?
No, but like she would pull stuff from it that she had asked for. So like the couch wouldn't talk to her, but she would just be like, I need this thing, and she'd pull it out of the couch.
Yeah.
Giant pair of scissors.
I feel like the couch bothered me more than her.
Okay.
I didn't watch it. I don't know why it bothered me. I pull things from couches constantly because
we just throw things on the couch.
Yeah. So like I don't know why.
Yeah.
Just never I think I thought the couch was sentient, and I was worried about sitting on something that's sentient.
It was so much bigger than her. Like, the size of it was so much bigger because she's supposed to look like a doll.
Yeah.
So, like, I definitely had moments where I was like, it could, like, swallow her.
She's supposed to be a doll.
and
yeah.
the giant glasses.
Yes.
Who has... Okay. Yeah. Okay, so maybe it's because I was like, that's clearly an adult, not a doll, so that couch must be huge.
Right.
And so I think I assumed the couch was sentient.
Because the idea was supposed to be she's your doll that you've set on the couch.
Well, son of a bitch. I had no idea all these... Because, yeah, she's got a doll.
yes, she
Fuck,
also has
that's
a doll.
too much.
Yeah.
No. This is like some Matrix shit.
All right, so I think it's time for our research with Kyra. What did we
Corner.
find?
Okay, so we found a bunch of stuff here. Because there were just a lot of people in this that I just needed to know more about. So we're going to start with Gary Casper, who was Dreadnought.
Ooh.
And if you want to take a look at his picture, it looks like he
That's
has not...
just his face.
He has not calmed down one bit.
He is just the most.
So he, according to IMDb, was born on May 22nd, 1958 in LA. He's an actor and producer. And let me scroll down here. I thought there was a specific show that I wanted, but I got them all confused in my head. Anyway, so most recent credit is 2021, Man of Fire.
That sounds familiar.
He played Marco. And let's see. 2 episodes of Criminal Minds.
Could be anybody.
I know. Oh, he was in 2 episodes of Supergirl, which is kind of fun.
Fun.
Scare PewDiePie as in one
Oh,
episode?
boy.
Question mark? Yeah, Star Trek Enterprise, 1 episode. CSI New York.
So he's just done like bit parts all over the place.
Like an episode of Buffy.
Oh, shit. What did he do on Buffy?
Lagos, uncredited.
I'm pretty sure that's a demon.
I would assume so.
Yeah, so lots of stuff. He started, his first credit was 1977, and The Feud, character named Ben Gay.
Oh, hilarious.
So that's a good
Yeah.
good start to this.
Yeah, no, rock on.
Here,
Like straight up his IMDb photo, folks. Like I don't, for anyone who's not
I was gonna
watching
say
a thing.
when we do the visual like YouTube version of this, it will put up the picture, but like he's like full screaming.
It's like
But,
that
like-
that like really notorious image of like Hugh Jackman as Wolverine when he's like coming out of the fucking tank and he's just like raging because he's berserkering.
Yeah.
Like that's his and that is straight up Dreadnought through and through.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
I don't see a septum piercing though, and that makes me sad.
That's
that's true.
unfortunate.
That is very sad. So next up, I have, and I might butcher this name, and I do apologize, Ilinka Goya,
Okay.
who is credited as Professor Quotient.
Oh.
And according to this picture, I think she might be
Is this Dead-Eyed
the
Cyborg?
starry one.
Yeah, I think she is.
Oh yeah, that is Cyborg Assassin.
Yeah.
Cyborg Attempted Baby Assassin.
Yeah.
So she's a Romanian actress, born on March 6, 1969 in Bucharest,
Noise.
which is pretty cool. I don't know, man. Shush.
You're adorable.
I'm trying to multitask.
No,
it's
it's
not working.
cute.
So she's done a lot of stuff in not English.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not even gonna try.
I mean, honestly, like most of the people
Yeah.
Yeah,
in
because
this-
it's in Romania.
Yeah.
yeah.
That scans.
But let's see. First credit was 1975. Actress, uncredited.
Dope.
Great.
Sure.
And the most recent credit was 2023. 72 episodes of this show. That I'm not going to try to pronounce.
Touche.
Sorry, y'all.
Just out of respect for Romania.
Out of respect for what a lovely place, I will not try to butcher your language.
Any luck that you found that guy for president? The one who understands that a hologram cannot be attacked and the transmission ended?
So the only other person could be male technician.
Okay. Yep.
Whose name is Claudiu Trandafir.
Okay.
Was born in Constanta, a town by the Romanian Black Sea coast. And let's check his credits. Oh, most recently, 2024, Nosferatu.
Oh, shit.
He played the innkeeper.
We'll have to see if the innkeeper Nosferatu looks like...
Seems like he's got the only brain cell there.
Yeah.
My favorite credit,
Yes. Talk to me.
the Netflix, A Christmas Prince, The Royal Wedding, credited as Drunkard.
Nice. I've
Also,
been credited like that before.
a Hallmark movie called Royal Hearts,
Ooh.
which I actually don't think I've seen.
Listeners, Kyra has seen most Hallmark
I've seen
movies.
a fair amount.
Which is crazy because she has not seen most movies.
No,
No, that's very true.
Part of the reason why we're here and doing this is because Kyra hasn't seen most movies.
It's very true. Well, if you know my mother, you understand.
We're going to need to do a spin-off
Wait.
where Kyra just explains Hallmark movies.
Yes.
And I just seethe.
So, interesting
Oop,
turn
we
of
have a
events here.
finding.
It looks like their first credit was Josh Kirby Time Warrior Chapter 4, The Eggs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It also looks like he plays a character in Josh Kirby Time Warrior Chapter 5.
Oh.
He plays Jester.
All right, dear listeners. Kate's face just took a journey
It was
that you're
such a
not
good
privy
journey.
to, where Kate looked very excited and then
So confused.
maybe farting and then deeply confused.
Okay, so here's why I'm confused. I need to explain to you why I'm
love
confused. So the reason why I'm confused is the next chapter does have like a king in it. Like there's a king of the mushrooms, but I literally just wrote that episode out and I don't remember him having a jester. The jester I do remember is from Dino Nights. Wouldst thou like to hear a dirty jest? I don't remember a jester in the next one though.
Well, we'll have to keep an eye out.
Yeah.
Keep an eye out for that slippery Jester.
Oh, those jesters.
Okay, who else do we have here? Oh, I already put you. Okay. I think our last one then is going to be good old Akira,
Guy Pearce, yeah?
whose name is Steve Wilder,
Lies.
who was born on October 23rd, 1970 in Cooperstown, New York,
Noise.
which is crazy. Also, I saved him for last to bring it
local boy.
full circle
Sup.
because
He was in Kill Baby Hitler.
he was in Iron Man 3 as Annoyed Mandarin Guard.
Oh my god.
Your
The minute you said
Butt.
that, I was like,
Okay, can I take a look at your phone for a sec?
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
I wanna see
yeah.
his human face these days.
So the most recent credit was 2021 Raunch and Roll, playing Tommy Tucker. Let me just make sure there was nothing else I wanted to... Did an episode of Charmed.
Oh, what episode?
I don't know. It just says Lucas Devane.
I would only know it if it's from the first 4 seasons, so.
Fair enough. And then for first credit, it says Misfits Guy, but no year. And then other than that, the first credit was Josh Kirby. So
Making a name for himself over in
Oh,
Roman
he was on
World.
Days of Our Lives for 91 episodes.
Oh shit! Who did he
yeah.
play?
Jack Devereaux.
Shut the fuck up.
I love that.
Shut the fuckity fuck up.
Oh,
That's hilarious.
What a great credit. Squeegees as sleazy lawyer. Also, the nice guys, Perry the lawyer, apparently has a type.
Yeah.
He played a detective and a news reporter.
Louis the lawyer.
So yeah, that's our little cast corner, as I'm starting to call it right now.
I love it. Cast corner.
Cast corner. So thank you to all of those wonderful
All those great actors.
for bringing your top game to the cinematic masterpiece that is Josh Kirby Time Warrior episode 4 Eggs from 70 million BC. And I definitely did not have to look at the cover of the DVD to remember what it was called. Why would you say that?
I don't try to say numbers. I'm too pretty.
Classic.
All right. Well, it's another one in the bag, you guys. We are nearing the conclusion. We're on the other side of the half of this.
Ooh. Oh. Okay.
Sorry, I'm stretching and it became a thing.
That sure was a thing.
Yeah, so we'll see you guys back here for the next installment, which is Journey Through the Magic Cavern.
Is this gonna be like their Sergeant Pepper's
It kind of
Yellow
like,
Submarine?
only in the sense that like the costumes for this one are pretty fucking dope.
Okay.
Like just on a personal level, because
Yeah.
like I really love hand spun clothing.
Okay.
So like there's a lot of hand spun clothing in this, and then there's another character who's got a very kind of like steampunk like circus like frontman kind of vibe that's like really neat looking.
Okay.
So like I love the costumes in the next one. The story is
A hot mess.
you kind of gotta get through it,
Yeah.
and it's a lot of filler. It's I literally, as I was writing the script for it, I was like, "There's so much filler in this." But yeah, it's a little bit racist.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're racist.
I was gonna say that
Racist.
preview had some moments that
I will say that the most egregious racist depiction that is prolonged is the Italian mushroom that we have already met at the end of this.
okay.
There is an Asian doctor.
Yeah.
Oh, we did see a glimpse of that, yes.
He does not go through the whole episode the way that the Italian guy does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
when you watch it, sometimes it's got
Please
Nah.
watch with the understanding that this was filmed in a time where they should have known better and went ahead and did this anyway. And we don't condone it, but we have to get through this in order to get to our thrilling conclusion.
Yeah, and look, like I imagine that most things I had some insensitive ass depictions, and that doesn't make them okay. And we certainly do not say they are okay by any stretch of the imagination. It is fucking embarrassing, and we are here to talk about that embarrassing nonsense.
We're going to talk about why it makes us uncomfortable, because it's going to make us uncomfortable.
Woo!
All right. It won't be as much of a PSA as this episode has been, though. So thank you for coming to our post-election PSA slash
Our very special
conversation
episode.
about a ridiculous television show from the 90s that dealt with genocide. So we will see you all next time for Journey to the Magic Cavern. Does anybody have anything to say to just cap us off? Anything at all?
Take care of yourselves and keep fighting.
I really hope that we get a POV interlude of Asbeth tripping balls off of the mushroom that she
Oh my
made.
god, wouldn't that be incredible?
Like a weird cartoon, like animated interlude. That I really would like, or Willy Wonka boat tunnel.
Oh yeah.
I might be able to give you something like a Willy Wonka boat tunnel.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, I'm looking forward to it. And Andy is looking forward to having our attention and burger.
She's ready for this to be over. So in tribute to her, it is over.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to You've Probably Never Heard of It, or Tales of a Fandom Reject, hosted by Cate Seeley, Erin Ouellette, and Kyra Fitzgerald. This podcast was edited by Cate Seeley. Our sound engineer, key grip, best boy, caterer, is Pete Fritz. We are part of Two Penny Productions. Find more of our work with Two Penny Productions and beyond in the show notes. If you'd like to email us suggestions for obscure films and or series that have little to no fan base presence, or if you just want to drop us a line, you can send them to neverheardofItrejects@gmail.com. That's neverheardofItrejects@gmail.com. Or follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Probably Never Heard of It. Our music and sound effects are listed in the show notes. Roll a joint and have a drink. The world is chaos. Lean into it.
Pretty sure I was talking with my mom not too long ago, and we got talking about Tamagotchis, and I'm pretty sure she was like, "Oh yeah, I would take care of them while you guys were at school."
Yup.
And I was like, "Why? Why would you do that, Mother? I love you. I appreciate all the love and support you gave me. Why? Why would you do that with your time?"
That's amazing. That's wow.
I loved them. They were so addictive.
They were.
But honestly, it never bothered me because I'd had pets my whole life. So, like, animals dying was not out of the ordinary for me. Like, it was sad, but it was like, well, I don't have to deal with the body with this, and I can just restart it.
It's the circle.
Nasequenia.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
That is bleak. Holy shit.
We are very different people with very different upbringings.
Bleak as hell. All right.
Yeah.
Back to the show, kids.